was just wondering, what do you think are the key lessons that the WNBA can take from the unrivaled business model and just rollout and timing?
Z?
Um, I think one thing is the media coverage. It's been really smooth, and I know I see all the comments from all the fans, like they're loving just all of the behind the scenes access that they're getting from just all of us being here. So I think just from that lens, media wise, like there could just be more coverage in general, behind the scenes, media day. Like they've been doing a really good job of just capturing a lot of content, and I know the fans love to see that. So yeah, that's one thing.
Thank you.
Kareem?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, Slim. Got a couple for you real quick. A big conversation just about the league in general has been about the opportunity for you guys to also use this time to develop. You've obviously been in 3-on-3 with USA Basketball. I'm curious, how does this setting and the skill set that you can kind of develop here, how does that also kind of apply, or how do you take it back when you're back in the league and back playing full 5-on-5?
I think just one thing is, you have three players on the floor rather than five. That's like the obvious thing. But when you think of it in the grand scheme, you're playing with, three-player type of offenses within the 5-on-5. So if anything, it just kind of enhances and helps break down the little things. While you're in 3-on-3, when you go back to 5-on-5, you can kind of see the court probably a little bit different, in my opinion.
Cool. And just one last one for you. Obviously, some changes in leadership up here in Washington. Curious first impressions, having talked to them, and what is kind of those first impressions, and what you've kind of gathered from them, like looking ahead for their visions for the organization moving forward.
Well, they just got hired, so in talking to them, it was pretty much kind of a check-in kind of thing. Throughout the process, a couple of us knew like who were being looked at or who were interested in. We really like who they've picked in Jamila as our GM and Sid as our head coach. I got the pleasure of being with him in 3-on-3 prior, so it was really cool to kind of get a feel for him in the camp in Phoenix, and then ultimately winning silver with him. So I like him. I like what he stands for. He's calling us to check in and make sure we're doing good and just pick our brains about what's to come for this new season. So I'm excited. I look forward to it.
Cool. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you. We'll go to Mike Vopel.
Yeah, thank you. This is for Azure. Obviously, it's been a really tough week in LA, and I just wondered if everything is okay with you and people you know, and just what you feel like in terms of with the Sparks, how they're sort of dealing with this and all their players.
Yeah, we were literally just talking about that. Just it's devastating, obviously, to see all the videos, see the news. It's just a lot of devastation, a lot of people losing their homes, and just it doesn't seem to be stopping. So, I mean, our thoughts and prayers are out to all of them. And I know, I think everybody with the Sparks is all good, but I'm sure we'll come up with a way to support the community and really reach out and just be there for all of them. But it's just a lot of devastation right now, and hoping that all the firefighters can get everything under control here quickly, so there's not too much more like lives and homes like lost.
Thank you.
Or
Megan.
Yeah, hey y'all. Happy Thursday to you. This question is for Chelsea. I wanted to ask you, one, what has your relationship been like with building with Angel Reese? And also, two, how do you feel about her calling you great granny? Because she called Ka grandma, and I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
I'm gonna answer your first question first. It's been cool when you see people from afar, like with anyone that you end up playing with, whether it be overseas or you're working out with, when you see them from afar, you like have preconceived kind of notions like how they play, their style of play, what they like to do, because you want to take that away when you play against them. So it's been pretty cool to be on the side of like talking with her about angles a little bit, as a point guard. Like that's where my head goes, to try to get her a better look and a better shot. So it's been cool to like kind of develop that type of chemistry, camaraderie, to make her better and to make myself better. And that's what it's all about. So the conversation is continuous. Now, it might end with a great grandma comment. I don't understand. I am not old by any means. So great grandma is crazy. I think to even say, I understand I'm the oldest, and call me like auntie or something, or big cuz. You can be big cuz.
That's
Sis.
Z.
Ka is auntie. Ka
Ka's
and Slimmer
auntie.
auntie.
Okay, well, great grandma is just crazy. So that's all I got to say about that. We'll speak about that behind closed doors. It's crazy.
Alexa.
Hi all. I have one question for Azure and then another one that anyone can answer. Azure, just on the topic of new coaches, I was curious what your conversations so far have been with Lynn and just, her brand of basketball coming to LA and what that could all mean for you all. And then question for anyone in the room, just curious, like what were your expectations, I guess, going into Unrivaled about what the setup would look like and the resources and how have what's, I guess, like the reality now that you're there? Has it kind of surpassed expectations, or how would you kind of say things are now that you're actually there and seeing everything kind of come into fruition?
Yeah, I mean, we're really excited. I know all of us, we're returning. We're looking forward to just having a new coach at the helm. And I had one conversation with her right after she was hired, and it was great. She's really down to earth. I like what she has to say just about the style of play we're going to have in LA. And so it's exciting. It's fresh energy, and we're all looking forward to it. You guys want to take the second question?
I was kind of in conversation with a lot of the league and the people in charge, with Alex, talking with Fee and Stewie. So I kind of had a sneak peek of what it kind of was going to look like, and I was like, it's going to exceed people's expectations. Some people might come in without any expectation, and so just want to have, like, the first year you're going to have bumps and bruises and like try to get better in certain areas, but you want like the first kind of product to you only want to go up from there. And so I think the first year has gone well so far, at least like the first week and a half, 2 weeks. And now it's only about fine tuning, getting better. I love how we're incorporating other women into it. Even from leadership standpoint and coverage with TV and having all those women be a part of it. I think it's all part of growing our game, and some people that that look like me, that's in powerful positions, and sharing that with others. So I love it so far. And so I know a lot of people like it as well.
Thank you both. Appreciate it.
Callie.
Callie.
Hey, Chelsea, I have just one for you about kind of the process of getting ready for this. I know that, you spent the season just kind of coming back from an injury, and then you also had a new assistant coach with the Aces, Ty Ellis, and it sounded like maybe he got to work with you and Jackie a little bit. Just wondering how you just described that process of getting ready for this league.
Yeah, it's different. The tempo, you have to be able to switch gears. There's not as many like reps in one thing. Like you have to kind of move on to the next thing. It's up tempo in the weight room a little bit, doing some circuit training. Ty Ellis was great. I was dead tired after our workout, so it was pretty cool. I was able to go a little up and down. I would go like free throw line to free throw line with some stuff because the court is just different. And then mentally, like just staying locked in for like a period of 5 minutes, and doing drills for like time sometimes rather than target like amount of points you would or amount of baskets you would hit. So it just switched up your mind frame just a little bit, but I mean, it's basketball at all. At the end of the day, it stays the same. And like Slim said it earlier, like you play with threes all the time, even though there's 5 players on the court. If you go into a pick and roll, you're looking at a third defender all the time. So some things are similar with 5-on-5, but the spacing and everything is just a little bit different.
Thank you. Aya?
Hey guys, I have a question for all of you. How is it like formulating team chemistry with Kalia Copper so far heading into the season?
Like just card in general?
Yes.
I
mean, it's been great. I knew her before with USA basketball, and then just Pockets playing with her and being around her at WNBA All-Star. So for me, I coming into this and her being my teammate, I've known Ka for a minute. So it's been pretty cool to like see her all the time and have conversations. But I don't know, you guys can speak maybe from a different lens.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I played with Kyle for 3 years in Chicago, so it's like a sort of reunion. It's been for us, and every time that we connect on a play, it just reminds me of when we were in Chicago together. So it's been great to be back on the court with her.
Yeah, it's kind of a long time coming. We've known each other for a while now, since high school. So just being able to finally play on the same team as each other is pretty dope to experience.
Thank you.
I was about to say something.
Akais?
What year is he about to?
I did.
Hi everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. First and foremost, quick one for you, Chelsea. What's going on? I guess related to the Cali question, we talked a little bit at the end of the season about you wanting to kind of take some time to settle down and refresh. So when did you get back into the flow of basketball? And heading into the Unrivaled season, is there any skill in particular that you're kind of working on refining during this stretch?
Oh, I don't know the exact date, but I probably didn't. I mean, Becky was probably trying to make me take a lot more time off than I did. I can't tell you the exact time, but I'm sure it was a lot sooner than Becky. She was like, "Go home," and I was like, "I can't." And then, really, last season it wasn't the best showing of myself, just because I was battling injury and just wanting to come back, trying to have the balance. So it was just like sustaining the level play that I was at the year before, especially like catch and shoot threes. Like I was consistent in that area the year before. So I think that's something that I really kind of honed in on, making sure my three ball is back where it should be.
Got you. Thank you.
Moro Sports?
I'm about to say that thing.
I had a question for Chelsea. I had a question for Chelsea. Obviously, you're one of the best passers in the game, arguably the best passer. I wanted to know, how do you balance passing and just facilitating and scoring, rather?
I mean, with 5-on-5 and 3-on-3, my mindset really doesn't change. The spacing is a little bit different. I go into any action looking to pass first and see what their defense does. I think some defenses understand that. So I'll kind of flip my mindset a little bit. But it's been my journey in my life and the way I play basketball all the time. So being 3x3 and playing that, it doesn't really shift, that I'm a pass first type of player. And I think everybody, when they go into the game, understands that. But I have the ability to score the basketball.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Another one to Callie, and then we'll wrap.
Muted.
Sorry. Just one more for Chelsea. Your Aces teammates, a few of them are on the Laces Club. What's that interaction like? Are you able to kind of dial up the competition? Okay, it seems like. So are you just like, being extra competitive with them, or is there some benefit you found in being in the same place as your WNBA teammates as well?
It's just very interesting if you just take off the L that it spells Aces. It's just very,
That
very
was clever.
You know what I'm saying? If you just take that off, it's just interesting, but it's cool. It's just a little, like we see each other all the time. I actually think we practice at like the
We
same
have the same
time.
slot as them.
Yeah, same slot. So it's dope. I want the best for them, except when we playing each other for real.
Damn,
Thank you.
that's real.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta get it done.
Thank you all so much.